Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Leviticus, Chapter 3. Let's get started now. Chapter 3 of the Book of Leviticus continues with the discussion of offerings to God, but this time it focuses on the peace offering, also known as the fellowship offering or the sacrifice of well-being. The peace offering was a voluntary offering that expressed the offerer's gratitude and devotion to God, and it was also a way for the offerer to share a meal with God and with the priests. In Leviticus 3 verses 1-5, God instructs the Israelites on how to offer a peace offering from the herd. The offering was to be a male or female animal without blemish, and it was to be killed at the entrance of the tent of meeting. The offerer was then to lay his hand on the head of the animal, and it was to be slaughtered before the Lord. The blood was then to be sprinkled on the altar, and the fat was to be burned on the altar as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. One lesson that can be learned from the peace offering is the importance of fellowship and community. The peace offering was a way for the offerer to share a meal with God and with the priests, and it was also a way for the offerer to invite others to join in the celebration. This teaches us that we should value our relationships with others and seek to build strong and meaningful connections with those around us. In Romans 12 verse 10 it says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." Another lesson that can be learned from the peace offering is the importance of gratitude and thanksgiving. The peace offering was a way for the offerer to express his gratitude to God for his blessings and provisions. This teaches us that we should be grateful for all that God has done for us, and we should express our thanksgiving to Him in all that we do. In Psalm 100 verses 4-5 it says, "Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him and praise His name. For the Lord is good and His love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations." In Leviticus 3 verses 6-11, God gives instructions on how to offer a peace offering from the flock. The offering was to be a male or female animal without blemish, and it was to be slaughtered in the same manner as the offering from the herd. The blood was to be sprinkled on the altar, and the fat was to be burned on the altar as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. This teaches us that we should offer God our best, and that we should seek to be pure and holy in all that we do. We should avoid anything that is impure or sinful, and we should strive to live a life that is pleasing to God. In Matthew 5 verse 8 it says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God." In Leviticus 3 verses 12-17, God gives further instructions on the peace offering. He instructs the Israelites not to eat any fat or any blood, as these were considered to be sacred to the Lord. He also instructs them to offer the peace offering in conjunction with the grain offering, as a way of expressing their gratitude and devotion to God. This teaches us that we should honor and respect the sacred things of God, and that we should be mindful of His commands and His expectations. We should seek to offer our best to God in all that we do, and we should express our gratitude and devotion to Him in every aspect of our lives. In 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31 it says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." In conclusion, the Book of Leviticus, Chapter 3 teaches us important lessons about fellowship, gratitude, purity, and obedience to God's commands. The peace offering was a voluntary offering that allowed the Israelites to express their gratitude and devotion to God, to share a meal with Him and with others, and to seek forgiveness and reconciliation. As Christians, we can also learn from these teachings and apply them to our own lives. We should value our relationships with others, express gratitude and thanksgiving to God for His blessings, seek purity and holiness in all that we do, and honor God's commands and expectations. By doing so, we can cultivate a deep and meaningful relationship with God and with those around us, and we can live a life that is pleasing to Him. As it says in Colossians 3 verse 17, "And whatever you do, whether in word or deed, do it all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God the Father through Him." Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.